Hi Flosstube, it's Helen. It is Thursday, July 12th. It's been like 3 weeks since I made a video, but it feels like it's been 2 months. I mean, it's been beginning of summer with everything going on, so it's just been a little crazy. I had stuff piling up, so I thought I need to make this so I can get stuff put away, and I had a lot to talk about, so we may have company. My son is home because it's summer, so he's upstairs watching Wildcrafts. He might come right down those stairs. He might follow the cat right down those stairs, which is fine. So he might not. He might be too distracted. So we'll see what we can do. They're doing construction down the street. They're doing a roof over here. I shut the windows. There's glare all over my glasses because you needed them open to see because it was dark in here. It's finally cooled off. Like most other places, it was so hot here. We were gone during part of that, but it's finally cooled off. Last night, my husband and I went for a walk and it was just like 75. It was perfect. So let's jump in because like I said, I feel like I have a ton. So right after my last video, it's the one that Donna was down for, we went the next day to a meetup in Massachusetts. It was at the World in Stitches, which is in Littleton, Massachusetts, and we had such a good time. I know I'm so late, a lot of people have already talked about it, but we met Lynette and Little One from Homesteading on the Home Front, Colleen for the Love of Cross Stitch, a couple ladies from Instagram, Beth and Kristen, Amanda the Lazy Stitcher, Brenda from Brenda Stitches. We stitched, we chatted, we ate, we shopped. We had a great time. Hopefully we can do that again, either on a larger scale or again on a smaller scale. Either one, I'm in, because we had a great time. Lynette did post a video she took when we were there, like 3 weeks ago, so you may have already seen it. We did a smalls exchange, and my small was from Brenda, and it is, I believe it's a Barbara Anna, and the cutest little bugs. So that's the one that I picked. She actually received mine, which I took a little video of, and I'll show you in a minute. So that was cool. I got hers and she got mine. So that's my little pincushion pillow. So we got back from that, and then we had 1 week with no school when we were home that we were getting ready to go on our vacation, our family vacation. So it wasn't enough time to like start our routines because there was no routine. We were planning and packing and just getting ready. So that week kind of flew by. Then last week we were on a road trip. My husband's family is from West Virginia. So his grandmother is still alive. She's 94. So we try and get down there to see her, and it's just as easy to drive than it is to fly, because no matter where you fly, then you need to rent a car and drive down in. So we drove the last time and we were like, yeah, it's a long day, a long couple days, but you're on your own schedule. You have your own car. If you need to do something, you can. You're not trying to catch a layover or anything like that. So we went down to West Virginia. On the way, when we were planning, my husband, he knows I watch Flosstube, and he knows I really like Misty Purcell. She's just one of those people that even from her first video, you think, if she were closer, even remotely in the same couple of states, like, we would be really good friends. I could just tell. And he said, well, isn't she in Pennsylvania? And I said, yeah. And he said, well, find out where, because we're driving through. So I got to meet Misty. We stayed at a hotel right in her town. There was a restaurant in the parking lot. She and I went there and had dinner, and we talked and talked and talked and talked. We could have shut the place down. Misty, I was up all night because, I didn't sleep very well in a hotel. We should have just shut the place down. Next time, we're shutting the place down. So that was so nice when there's someone that you really enjoy their videos and talking with them on Instagram, and then you get to meet in person, where everything is just, instantaneous. It's not waiting for someone to get back, and it's just so much nicer. So I made something for her that I hadn't shown you guys, and it's all finished. So I took a little video before I wrapped them up of the gift I made for Misty and the small I made for the Smalls Exchange in Massachusetts. So I will insert that here. Hi you guys, I just had a couple of small finishes that were secret stitches because they're gifts and I wanted to show you them. They've already been delivered by this point. This is the first one. This was a small that I made for our little New England meetup in Massachusetts. This is a design from the Prairie Schooler Garden Beasties pamphlet that I got. So I finished that just as an ornament. I put some fabric on the back, and this is the lady dot trim, which was super like plush and thick, and it went on really nice, and a little hanger. So that was the one I did for our Smalls Exchange. The white is showing up much better in this video than it usually does when I take a picture. So that was mine for that. And then this other one, I was lucky enough that I was able to meet up with Misty Purcell on our way to vacation. We were driving through Pennsylvania, so I wanted to make her the Santa with the dead lobster in its back. This is Prairie Schooler as well. I believe this is the 1990 Santa. And I like him because, as my husband says, we call this guy, this is Fisherman Joe Santa. So he's all done. I love this so much that I need to stitch it exactly the same for myself. This frame, I've only got one hand. This is a clip frame from Kohl's. They have these quite a bit. This is a 4x6. They're always, you know, on sale. They're a great price. And I had my husband make me, I was going to put a ribbon up there, but I thought he would look better with like a nautical knot. So I called the Boy Scout down and said, can you make me a knot that I can glue on there? And then I put some more of the jute around the edge, and I think he came out great. Like I said, I've already bought another one of these little clips in the gray for myself so that I can make him up for myself as well. Okay, so everyone seemed to like their gifts. I loved mine, so I love this one. And then Misty, she found me this adorable needle minder. I don't know if it's focusing. He's kind of creepy, and I love it. So creepy Halloween cat. She said she needed to find something with a cat. And the world's cutest, tiniest pair from her Tiny Knits. Are those focusing? I can't tell. Beep. I can't tell. My own little tiny mittens. So I told her these would be going on the top part of the tree, the cat-free, hopefully. Or they might get used in a finish. Like if I finish something and I have like a bow or a ribbon and it's wintry, they might end up there. So I love them. Misty, thank you so much. That will happen again. I know you're far away, but it will happen again, or we'll meet somewhere in the middle. So that was really, really a good time. We went to Niagara Falls on the way home. We figured if you're going all the way to West Virginia, it really only added a couple hours, 3 hours onto our trip because it kind of made a little obtuse triangle on the way home. So we had a good time there, and then we were so ready to be home. So ready. And since we've been home now, we're kind of trying to get into our routine of what my son and I will be doing over the summer, getting together with friends. There's a lot of activities at the library, just trying to get our days planned out so that we have some things to do. We don't have any more trips planned over the summer. We have some family coming in August. July was pretty quiet, it looked like on the calendar, and then August was pretty busy. And then school will start here again after Labor Day, so we have time. So we're planning for this car trip, which we knew was coming. So I thought I should probably bring projects that would work well in the car. I sit in the back so that if anyone needs anything, I can reach it. So I had 2 new starts before we left, purposely in mind that those would be what I worked on in the car. So one of them I pulled out. I hear footsteps. I thought it was coming down. It's not. Prairie Schooler July. I don't know which side is better. I'm doing just this section of this one, which will go in my display bowl. So I changed all the colors. I kind of New Englandified it, and it's almost done. I don't know which way, like I said, the light. I don't know which way is better, probably that one. So I have changed everything. This is on a piece, I think it's Haven. Most of these colors are Victoria Motto. The house is Classic Colorworks Prairie Grass, which when I ordered it, I thought it was a green, but no, it really is the color of my grass in mid-August when it's all burnt out and dead. But it was perfect for that weathered house. So there's a lighthouse up here, and then I have to just fill in this green. So when I started I purposely, like, I did all the window, the whites, and this banner, so then I could just fill it in while we were driving, and it was a lot easier. So that one is almost done, and this will just be, I'll make it into a pillow to go in my bowl. And then I have some of the smaller ones from Prairie Schooler Summer Days, which I'm going to make to go in there with it. So that's the plan for that. And then the other one, and is this one going to be shiny? The boy wanted another dragon for his dragon collection. There we go. So this is Firewing Designs. This one is Samurai. This is another one that it's one thread, so I thought it would be easy enough for the car. So he chose the fabric, he chose the thread. I call him my stripey dragon because he's stripey. But he's all done. So this is on Picture This Plus Meditation. It's a light purple. And then the floss is Threadworks. The light will pick it up better this way. It's Threadworks. I believe it's called Mosaic. It's purple and green and a nice bright blue. So he's done. I don't have a ton of space, but he just fit on a fat eighth. So we'll look for a frame. I did a piece last fall, a Halloween piece, and it was long and skinny like this. And I found one of the frames that I think it holds like 3 4x6 pictures with a mat. So if you take that out, it was just the right size. He'll get a better iron when the time comes too. I just did that quick. So we need to look for a frame for that. I had to write everything down today because my brain is not with it. I had a new start, which was kind of a cheater start. I had been eyeballing a pattern. It's a new stitch along from Barbara Anna. And then Lollipop Stitches posted that they were starting a sale. And I've been telling myself, yeah, you got plenty to do. And then she's like, oh, we're gonna do a sale. And I'm like, okay, I'll get that. So the first 2 parts are out, and I'm sure you've seen this. So this is called Black Cat Hollow. I won't be doing in the grass, like it's ABC 1, 2, 3. I don't know about the next one down, I haven't decided. So I started this early. The stitch along starts tomorrow, July 13th. But I started it early because I thought, well, I might work on it on the car. I was watching Linda Jo. I'm so far behind on Flosstube. So far behind. I will never catch up. But I was watching Linda Jo this week when she talked about packing for her trip to New York and how she obviously thought she was going to be on like, you know, a 20,000 hour plane trip with the amount of cross stitch she took. That's how I was with the car. I didn't get to it all. I think I brought four projects and my little sled ornaments. And I put stitches in 3 of those things. No, I bought 5 projects. 3 of them got some work. So this one I started before we left because I thought, oh, I'm going to work on that. So now I'm on schedule, right? So the fabric I chose is one I had in my stash, and it is a Fabrics by LJ. It's called Antique Walnut, but it's purple. And again, I just went through, and this pattern only calls for like 6 or 8 flosses. It's a really small amount. So I went through and picked out some of my Victoria Mottos, and those spaces where the letters were, I added another pumpkin, and then on this side I'll add another flower. And I made my grass kind of, it's a dark green with some browns in it, instead of the one they had. It's like it's a baby poop brown, people. It's baby poop brown. I went with green. So that one will get some love. Once I finish July, I'll probably switch over to that. So it's Lollipop Stitches and Crafting Between Stitches that are doing that one. And I think there's a hashtag, and I can't remember it, but I'll put it down below if anyone wants to join us. Like I said, I cheated and started early, but it starts tomorrow. The patterns, it's a series of 3. I know Julie, Gulf Coast Stitches, has them. I saw the first one, I think, on 123 Stitch. I ended up getting mine because it was kind of a last minute, yeah, I'm going to do that, from creativepoppypatterns.com as a download. So that way I could have it right away, so I'd have it in time to start. So it is available and it's out there. The first 2 are out and the second one comes out August 1st. And it didn't look too bad. Like, I can keep up with this one. So, trying to think. I got my list and it's 2 pages. Like I said, I'm out of it. I'm out of practice. Before I got into the other stuff to show, I think that was all I had to talk about. So, I have an FFO. I think I showed, I think it was almost done the last time. It's my Dinosaur of Dinosaurs from Pixel Stitch. And I know I've showed it on Instagram, and I know I showed it fully finished on Instagram. And I've been waiting to show you guys because I think it came out awesome. So this is it. This frame, if you haven't seen them already, it's on Etsy. It's from Stay Home Stitches. And what it is, it's a hoop frame. I can tell the light's going crazy. So it's wood, and they have like 6 or 7 different like beveling options. And on the back, I'll twist this one right off. It comes with a hoop. So when you're done your stitching, you frame it right in that hoop. Pop it in there. So you pop it right in there, and then I just kind of cut around it, and it's black, so you probably can't even see. I just laced it a bit to get it to lay flat, and it has a little notch for the screwy thing, and then the back goes on. You twist it right up, and you're done. Boom. She has a bunch of sizes. This was the biggest one. This is an 11-inch. She has a bunch of colors, and then you can request a custom color for no charge. So this was a custom color to match, I think it's 552. It was to match one of the purple dinosaurs. So he came out great. I'm really excited with this one. And I'm excited because when I got that one finished, we finally put the nerd wall out. I know I've been talking about it for a while, but we finally had enough that we thought we could put it up and it wouldn't just look empty because it's a big wall. So I took a little video before this that I will insert here. You guys, the nerd wall is officially begun. So this is our big room over the garage. There's the couch. Muno's hanging out down there because he fell. So I'll kind of walk you through. It took some work to get it centered on that wall. So now we've decided that some of these might be replaced as we go on, or we may have to wait until I have more done so that we're not hanging them up one at a time, because I like things symmetrical. So over here, when my son was in his dinosaur phase, this is from a book by a Japanese designer, and I can link it below because I don't remember what it's called. It's like super cool, awesome cross stitch or something funny. Pokemon is from an Etsy store that's no longer in business, so that one is not available. This is the mini Harry Potter. This is from Wee Little Stitches. It's not on their Etsy store, but it is on their regular website, weelittlestitches.com, so you can get that one there. Now we get to the ones with the sun. That's the one my husband designed, the Chocobo song. Above that is Wee Little Stitches Princess Bride. Sad Broby. Solemnly Swear, that's Fiddlesticks AU. Elevensies with all the glare. That one's also Fiddlesticks AU. And then this is the Pixel Stitch Dinosaurs that I just finished. So that is the nerd wall for now. And then on the other side of these, and I hope I'm not making anyone sick, is last year's Nintendo Stitch Along from Armada Designs that I did modify 3 or 4, I don't remember. So this is our little nerd wall, the nerd wing. I don't know what's behind me when I'm backing up. So that will grow over time. The couch usually has stuff and cats. There's one all over it. But we think it came out great. I'm really excited how that came out. I think it looks really nice. I have a full-on view from where I sit in the evenings to stitch, and it just looks complete. Like I think I mentioned in the video, I think when we add things to it, we'll have to kind of let them build up again just so they're symmetrical. We can play around with different sizes. I said we might need some long skinny things to kind of balance it out. A couple of those 8x10s, like the Pokemon one, you know, the boy's kind of over that now, but it's holding a space. So when I have another 8x10, we can just swap it right out and it will go right in there. I'm not working on a nerd wall piece right now. I'm trying to think of which one is next. I haven't gotten that far. I have plenty more that can go on there. That's no problem. But that's where I'm at right now. So I'm super excited. I'm glad it's up so I can enjoy it. And all my work's up there. Haul, I've done some shopping since I talked to you last. I didn't bring it all downstairs. It's some fabrics, a couple patterns off Stash Unload. I kind of just was like, you'll see it when I start it. Might be this year, might be in 5 years. You'll see it when I start it. I did bring down 2 things though, because one of them is a gift. I had mentioned before, and let me get this out. The lovely Sweet Elizabeth of Vintage Stitches did a giveaway, and she is gifting me the entire set of the Noah's Ark ornaments from Plum Street. And this one came, I was waiting in the mailbox when we got back. This one is my favorite. I'm obsessed with these whales. So this one is my favorite. Elizabeth, thank you. And she always sends, like, she takes pictures of her different stitching and her crafts, and she's made them into little postcards, which is an awesome idea. So it's always sweet to get that. So that needs to be, these need to be kitted up and started. And I need to decide if I'm doing them as ornaments, if I want to try and do them for my bowl. That poor bowl. By the time I get all my summer ones done, it will be fall. I haven't started on the fall ones. The ones I'm intending to do for fall, I ordered from Julie, and by absolutely no fault of Julie, the post office has delivered to the wrong house a month ago. And they still haven't shown up here, and they still haven't shown up back up with Julie, and I'm still back and forth with the postmaster to see where we go from here. So I don't have them yet. Not that I would have started them anyway. And again, absolutely no fault of Julie. She sent them to the right address. They did not deliver them to the right address, and then the person that lived at that address like took them 45 minutes away to drop back off at the post office instead of just shoving them back in the like wrong address bin. So they'll get here eventually. Oh, there's some serious bird action going on over there. Better not be groundhog action. We had to catch 3 baby groundhogs when we came back. I'm curious what she's up to. Oh, she's in. She's intrigued. If it's another baby groundhog, I will be mad. They ate our garden. We planted a garden this year as an experiment. All we have left is onions. And my husband said, well, we could plant more onions. What are we going to do with all those onions? We don't even like eat just onion. We cook with onions. So we'll see what happens. The other thing I brought down, this one I got in World in Stitches. It's Sit a Spell. It's Cricket Collection. I had never seen this, and I thought it was adorable. When I do it, I don't know if you can see, it says Sit a Spell in the bottles and things. I might leave that out and just have the, you know, the Eye of Newton stuff on the bottom, but I love this one. And it is still available. I checked after to see if it was, and it is, if anyone's interested. Checking my list, I forgot to bring something else down, so I'll show it to you next time. Plans, get through the next month. I want to finish the July piece. I still need to catch up on Into the Jungle and Guardians of Notre Dame for July before August comes out. And they don't take that long. I'm done all the borders, so it's really just filling in that little bit. Then once July is done, I'll probably switch over to Black Cat Hollow. Pretty Little DC has just been shoved aside, so maybe I'll pull that one out, even if it's just one day a week to work on to catch up. The hard part is I'm really, even though it's only mid-July, I'm feeling the pull of fall and Halloween. With Black Cat Hollow, Tidy Modernist just released their Halloween one, which I'm not taking on at this point. Lakeside Needlecraft announced another Halloween one that I'll wait and see what it looks like. So there's options. My Cut Through Halloween house, I was really wanting to do that one like 2 months ago, and I had so much else going I didn't, so it won't get done this year. But if I even just did like another room, I'd like to pull that out. So this might be the end of my summer stitching. And then I might switch into some fall and Halloween. I found these adorable frames at Joann's, which was the thing I meant to bring down and I forgot. And they say they're not meant to be a frame, like it's a pumpkin, and it's like it's an orange frame. I'll take a picture and throw it in. And they have like metal on them. This is like Gather or something, but they're 5x7. So if you finish something, a small, and then you mount it on, like I did this one over here. Oh, I did get my watermelons up. And my summer's up. Shink, right there. So if you mounted it on something, like this is 5x7 wood, it would pop right in there. So that's the plan. I have a couple pieces picked out that I'm hoping to do. I bought an orange pumpkin and a red apple. So like I said, I'll take a picture and put that in. I think that's it. I feel like I've been babbling. I have no idea how long this is because I've got things to insert. I'm completely behind on Flosstube. I've decided, I was trying to start from the back, and then I decided I'm just going to start from the top. And I'm probably going to miss some, because if I start from the top to try and catch up, if someone has a new one, I might not get to the one I missed. I might not comment on all of them because I'm trying to catch up. I still have 2 episodes of The Handmaid's Tale left to watch. Something else I wanted to watch. Oh, we were looking at something on Amazon, and there was like Lady Bird they had on there. I'm like, oh, I want to watch that. I don't have time for Lady Bird. I gotta watch Pam and Steph. They're the whole length of Lady Bird. So Lady Bird will have to wait. Pam and Steph are more important. My Flosstube friends are more important on keeping up with than these movies that I can watch anytime. So that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know a lot of you are behind as well, so I take no offense if it's October and you're just watching this, because I might be just watching yours too. I hope everyone's having a great summer. I hope it's cooled down for everyone, because it was like get out of the car and your glasses fog up hot. That's that. All right, you guys. Bye.